Hi everyone! Today you'll find out what actually happened during Real Madrid's game and why Mbappe and Luis Enrique's relationship got absolutely broken. Give our video a like and let's get the show on the pitch. After Mallorca's match, April 14th, Courtois and Militao will be available to play, Carlo Ancelotti informed. Bayern Munich have triggered the pre-agreed clause to extend Eric Dyer's contract until the summer of 2025. Earlier on, he played for the club on loan from Tottenham Hotspur. Real Madrid midfielder Brahim Diaz chose to play for Morocco instead of Spain. The head coach of the team, Walid Regragui, presented him with a project in which Diaz will be treated as a key figure of the national squad. I stand firm on my decision to leave the club at the end of the season. There are no changes. I'm gonna leave, Xavi stated. Blue cards? This is a topic that is non-existent for us. If you want a title, it is red card to the blue card. No chance, no way, Gianni Infantino said. Darwin Núñez's goal against Nottingham Forest was Liverpool's latest winning goal in a Premier League game since record began in 2006-2007. 98 minutes, 38 seconds. Premier League side Aston Villa has agreed to complete a permanent summer move for Barcelona defender Clement Lenglet. Timo Werner has netted his first goal for Tottenham. He equalized against Crystal Palace. Legendary Emirates midfielder Andres Iniesta has made his 1000th professional appearance. He hasn't received a single red card in his career. MLS legend Carlos Vela is set to join the San Jose Earthquakes as a free agent. Jack Grealish will not be fit for this weekend. He's out. When he will come back, I don't know, Pep Guardiola shared. Real Madrid will soon activate negotiations regarding a new contract for 32-year-old wingback Lucas Vázquez. Referee Marco Di Bello, who gave 3 red cards to Lazio players during the match against AC Milan, is expected to be handed a 1-month suspension. At Paris Fashion Week, Georgina Rodriguez took the catwalk wearing an overall red dress, which had Cristiano Ronaldo's last name and number boldly written on the front. Brahim Diaz has been named as Real Madrid's Player of the Month for February, according to fans. I was on the verge of signing Erling Haaland for 50 million euros from RB Salzburg. The official offer was ready, but Mino Raiola told me, "Please don't try to sign Erling as I have already planned his next move," Napoli president De Laurentiis revealed. Girona are actively monitoring Las Palmas defender Mika Marmol, with Barca owning 50% of his rights. He could be used as part of the transfer of Alex Garcia. Chelsea, West Ham, Juventus, AC Milan, Nice and Lyon are all interested in signing Gant's 21-year-old English left-back Archie Brown. Man United's new sporting director Dan Ashworth will meet with former Chelsea and Brighton head coach Graham Potter. AC Milan are monitoring the situation with Aaron Ramsdale. He could be acquired in case Mignon decides to leave the club. Aston Villa will be forced to sell a lot of players this summer in order to avoid problems with FFP rules. Manchester United are looking for a new left-back, with Girona's Miguel Gutierrez being the club's preferred option. Burnley have no plans to part ways with manager Vincent Kompany despite fears over relegation from the Premier League. Kobbie Mainoo's new contract with Manchester United will include a clause on annual salary increases. This is done to ensure that the footballer does not think about changing clubs. Experienced centre-back João Moutinho has extended his contract with SC Braga for another year. Richarlison is set to miss 2 to 3 weeks with a knee injury, and Pedro Porro is another week away from a return, Ange Postecoglou shared. Juventus and Napoli both intend to sign Arsenal defensive midfielder Jorginho, who could become a free agent in the summer. Juventus are considering selling Fabio Miretti and Hans Nicolosi this summer in order to raise money for the signing of a new centre-back. Big Premier League clubs are seriously considering making a move for Sporting head coach Ruben Amorim, who has a 30 million euros release clause included in his contract. Athletic Bilbao have reached an agreement on the signing of SC Braga winger Álvaro Jallo, who has Basque roots. Tottenham and Borussia Dortmund are both keen on 23-year-old Cercle Brugge forward Kevin Danke, who has backed 22 goals in 26 appearances this season. Boca Juniors' 18-year-old centre-back Aaron Anselmino has attracted the interest of Man United. His contract contains a release clause worth 16 million euros. Real Madrid legend Marcelo has captured his 31st career trophy. His side Fluminense defeated LDU de Quito in the Recopa Sudamericana, the South American equivalent of the UEFA Super Cup. Arsenal have sent scouts to watch Fenerbahce wing-back Ferdi Kadioglu. Girona star Savinho has received his debut call-up to the national team of Brazil. Here's the full squad list. PSG are already sending us a very clear message that Mbappe is leaving. There is no other way to explain why Luis Enrique substituted Kylian during halftime of the match against AS Monaco, while the team star changed his clothes and went to watch the rest of the game from the stands with his family. Once the tie came to an end, the Spanish coach once again claimed that the team needs to learn how to play without Mbappe. Real Madrid's performance at Mestalla was absolutely magnificent. In the 30th minute, Valencia took a 2-0 lead thanks to accurate shots from Hugo Duro and Roman Yaramchuk. But at the end of the half, Vinicius got one back and showed his fist to Valencia supporters, with whom he had a conflict over racism last season. In the 76th minute, Vinicius backed the brace. Then, a controversial situation occurred in the last seconds of the clash. The referee of the game, Jesus Gil Manzano, blew the final whistle right when Brahim Diaz was sending a cross into the box that eventually led to Jude Bellingham's goal. Later on, a fight broke out, which resulted in a young Englishman being sent off for saying, "It's a f***ing goal, the ball is in the air, what the f*** is that?" Meanwhile, Bayern's problems continued in Freiburg, where they were first to concede a goal from Christian Günther. But then, Mathis Tel and Jamal Musiala put the Ratten ahead with spectacular strikes. However, the Bavarians failed to maintain their advantage, as Lucas Höhler equalized for the hosts late in the game. Liverpool again managed to snatch the victory in the last seconds. This time, Darwin Núñez brought 3 points to the Premier League leaders with his header. Messi and Suarez just ripped Orlando City apart. The legendary Uruguayan struck his first 2 goals for Inter Miami after only 11 minutes of action and also assisted Robert Taylor on an empty net. In the second half, Lionel Messi followed that up with his brace. Moving on to the main news of the release. Arsenal have decided on a striker the club wants to buy in the summer as a competitor for Gabriel Jesus. The Gunners are very close to securing the services of Sporting Lisbon's top scorer, Victor Gyökeres. The Swedish striker's deal includes a €100 million release clause, and those wishing to buy him will have to pay the full price at once. In addition to Arsenal, Chelsea are also looking for Gyökeres, though the Gunners' interest is more specific. This season, whom Sporting acquired from Coventry City back in the summer, has already scored 31 goals and provided 11 assists in 34 appearances. Barcelona have found a new candidate for next season's head coaching position. If the Catalans fail to reach an agreement with their preferred options, the club may turn to Portugal manager Roberto Martinez. Barca likes his style of football and ability to work with high-profile performers. However, according to the Daily Mirror, Barcelona consulted Pep Guardiola regarding a new coach. The Man City boss strongly recommended appointing Roberto De Zerbi. Besides, Florian Plettenberg reports that Hansi Flick has already offered his services to Barca. The former Bayern Munich manager is ahead of Julian Nagelsmann and Thomas Tuchel on their list, but he is not the #1 option. Flick himself is eager to take over the Spanish giants. After failing to gain victory over Freiburg, the mood in Bayern's board changed dramatically. There is a chance that the team's head coach Thomas Tuchel will not finish the season with the club at all. If Bayern fails to qualify for the Champions League quarter-finals after the second leg against Lazio on Tuesday, Tuchel will be sacked earlier than expected. Prior to that, the club announced that Thomas would leave only after the end of the season. In the Bundesliga, Bayern runs the risk of falling 10 points behind Bayer Leverkusen if Alonso's side beats Köln in today's match. The relationship between Kylian Mbappe and Luis Enrique has been absolutely broken. Some sources at PSG even claim that the two men can't stand each other in private anymore. This explains the fact why Luis Enrique subbed Kylian off the pitch early in the previous 2 fixtures. Yesterday morning, Mbappe even requested a morning meeting with Enrique so that the Spaniard could explain himself to him. At the same time, AS says that Mbappe is in constant contact with former teammate Sergio Ramos over the Real Madrid move. The legendary centre-back will help Mbappe with his adaptation at Madrid. Folks, be sure to check out the suggested videos